If there has been one word that successfully casts fear into the hearts of the American public, it is Ebola. Ebola has mostly impacted only the West African regions, but this deadly disease has recently gone international. Already having claimed the lives of thousands in West Africa, Ebola has a deadly reputation. Characterized by symptoms ranging from high fever to internal and external bleeding, Ebola kills those infected because of low blood pressure from fluid loss. The virus spreads through contact with bodily fluids of infected persons or animals, and there are currently no vaccines or treatments for this illness available. Ebola first made its appearance in the United States this past September when an infected man from Liberia traveled to Texas. He ultimately passed away, and his death sparked public fear over the potential fatality of the disease. Worries about this illness spreading in the United States caused Americans to demand the CDC to take immediate action against this disease. The nurse who had treated the man in the first case of Ebola has also developed the disease. Americans derided the CDC for having weak protective measures for medical personnel. But when the nurse successfully recovered from Ebola, the public gained hope. 2 more cases of the disease appeared afterwards. 1 patient successfully recovered, and the other is currently in quarantine.
Deciding whether Ebola is a considerable threat kind of depends on how you define considerable threat. For me personally, I don't think about it that often, but when I do, I think about like one of those zombie movies where they're like, oh, it's like not a big deal, and then it like was a big deal. And so that in some way concerns me a little bit, but I'm not really that worried. But I mean, Obama said he's, trying to get $6.2 billion to fight it, which is a lot if you really think about it.
I'm pretty worried about Ebola spreading across America. Just a little background, my parents are from Ghana. I have a lot of connections to West Africa, so I'm pretty concerned about Ebola and its effects. I don't really know what Penn is doing about Ebola. I know that Amy Gutman sent out an email saying that we have Student Health Center as a resource about Ebola, or if you need some information about it. But other than that, I don't really think Penn's doing anything about it. So I'd like to see Penn do more, and I'd like to see more information distributed to the students about Ebola and what to do to spot it and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess I'm just looking for more out of Penn in terms of the response to Ebola.
Penn students have varying opinions on the nature of the disease. However, stay tuned for more updates. But in the meantime, stay healthy and stay warm.